What's going on, guys? So I'm shooting just a really quick video, and I promise it's going to be really quick. It's just on my cell phone and not even pulling out the big camera for this. That's how hopeful I am for this being quick. I found this really cool drill years and years ago in a Mark McYoung book called The Secrets to Effective Offense. I'll throw it in the link below. It's just a really cool way to find your range. And all you do is you take your heavy bag or whatever. I mean, you could do this with a wooden dummy. You could do this with a Makiwara board, a Shaolin striking post, your friend, whatever. And I'll show you in a second. I'll turn the camera around and you'll see. You mark off every inch for a while on the bag, starting right at the base, all the way back, for a while until you know you're going to be pretty much out of range. And all you do is you work from the closest range to the furthest range, and you practice all your strikes inside of that range, inside of each of those ranges, 1 inch apart, so you can start getting really familiar with how close is close, how far is far. When do you start reaching? When are you jammed up? When is it just outright untenable to throw any of these strikes? So you come down to the base of your bag, or whatever your target is. I guess you could do this with a Makiwara or something. And you just start running a line of tape. I just took some really cheap reflective tape from the dollar store. You could use masking tape, whatever, depends on how permanent you want to make the installation. You absolutely could just use chalk or find another solution. I mean, if you are running a school like I am and you want something more permanent, you could absolutely paint the lines, and that would be really cool. And you can see kind of over there, I've got an unbroken line on the other side of the bag, which I will be cutting up as well. That's a new addition today, whereas this one is a little bit older. As you can see by the wear marks down here, it starts getting a little torn up, but that is the nature of using tape. This line is about 36 inches. I just laid one strip and then cut it, on the ½ inch. Every inch I cut out a ½ inch, which gives you enough so that you can see I can place my big toe right on the tip of the line, and that gives me something to work with. So let's start our drill. I'm going to put my big toe on this piece of tape that's right up here under the base of the bag. Pick any stance, use all of your stances, practice all of your strikes. We'll just, for the sake of this, I'm going to put my big toe on the piece of tape closest to, kind of settle into my stance, and we're going to try a jab. And obviously, you're going to see that there's just not much going on there. And then so you move back, whatever your demarcation line is, big toe, ball of the foot, heel, whatever else, right? But set whatever that is on that inch. So I've moved back 1 inch, rear foot moves the same as the front foot, so you're keeping the same stance every time. And I try, and there's just a hair more, but it's not particularly noticeable, right? And then you keep going back, and you keep going back, you keep going back. Get back here somewhere into a relatively comfortable zone, which is kind of a middle range, right? And you start seeing that in general, it should feel pretty comfortable. You move back even further. If I put myself all the way in the end, I'm at 36 inches here. I really have to lunge. That's generally speaking, too much. Now for a back leg kick, that starts to be kind of an okay long range position for me, but then we all know long range is risky in a sense because all the moves take longer to get to your target, which gives your opponent more time to deal with, etc. But that's not the point of the drill. The point of the drill is to learn what those ranges feel like so you can embody those ranges in all of your strikes. All of your strikes, all of your stances, and just figure out what those ranges feel like like I said, I've got from 0 to 36 inches. I took a yardstick, and that's plenty for me. I'm 6'2", and I have a slightly, my reach is just like an inch longer than what's standard if you go by like dress shirt sizes. I have students who have the same reach and are much shorter than me. You might need longer, and you might not need 36 inches even, but it's something to consider. You know, the length of the tape. You'll give yourself a good runway. So that's it. We're done. It's actually a short video for once. All right. Yeah, check us out on Facebook. Buy a shirt. Like, subscribe, thumbs up, all that bullshit that I hate. You know me, I hate marketing. But, you know, I guess this is a business, so thanks. Good journey.